Hey, Paulina here. We're talking about I'm putting in the work, but I'm not getting any results. Side message, I've been getting kicked off here 5 minutes late for the Daily Dose of Awesome. Been trying to get on live and been getting kicked off. So if you are watching live, hashtag live, and hopefully I won't get kicked off this time. But that's what we're talking about today is the feeling of like you're putting in the work, but you're not getting any results. So 3 tips of overcoming the frustration. Hey, awesome, yay, staying on this time. My computer was kicking me off, but my phone will keep me on. Cool, great, get resourceful, right? Awesome, do let me know where you're coming in from and just say hi. So that's what we're talking about. Again, my name is Paulina and I am a mentor here in the community and also an Elevation member myself. So real quick, just wanted to kind of like talk about that feeling because that's been coming up for a lot of just a lot of the students of, hey, I'm feeling frustrated because it feels like I'm putting in all the work, but I'm not getting any results. Well, we're going to be talking about that and covering those tips. So I do want to just hashtag a story here about, hey guys, thanks for being on. Hey, Valentine, nice to see you on. All right, this is a story that you guys all know about Thomas Edison and the light bulb. So I had an awesome quote, but it's on my phone, and now I'm on live on my phone. So I'm just gonna paraphrase it. Okay, if you've tried, so many things and you have failed, the only 100% way you're going to fail is if you don't try that one more time. All right. So the quote that's paraphrasing the quote from Thomas Edison. And I really wanted to just start off there, okay? What we're going to be discussing is how to overcome that frustration using some tips that I have written down for you, so I'm going to read it. All right, first is really just understanding the frame of mind, right? When you're not getting results. So just understanding kind of like, Thomas Edison tried 10,000 ways before he actually got the light bulb going, and he kept on going. And then you're like, all right, that makes sense. Like Jan is saying, never give up. You're like, yeah, that makes sense. I understand. I'm not going to give up. But what are my next steps? Like, what are some next steps to get out of that frustration and just keep on moving forward? And I got some points. So first, just evaluate, like, what are you doing right now? And are you being coachable and are you following what you're supposed to be doing? Okay. So here in the Elite Marketing Pro community, attractionmarketing.com, we have, depending where you're at in the process, in the journey of building your business online and attracting customers to you, we have roadmaps, step-by-steps for you to follow, and a lot of resources for you to utilize so you can keep on moving forward. So evaluating and looking at, okay, where am I and what are the steps I need to take to move forward, and sticking with them, okay? This is not the place where you start to add on and recreate the wheel, all right? If you're in like the beginning of the phases and you're just learning all this because the frustration is you're putting in all the work and you're not getting any results, then that means my understanding is that you're in the beginning of the phases. So this is the place where you don't recreate the wheel. You never really want to recreate the wheel because it's a lot of work, but this is where you don't put your own spin on it. Not just yet. You follow the roadmap and you follow it to the T. All right, let's see. And be humble, ask for help. Yes. No, there's no like stupid questions if you're getting frustrated because you can't do something or get it up and other people are doing it and you have no idea. Just ask for help. And that's a very valid point. Cool. And then look at people that are doing what want to be doing. Like there's a lot of people in Elite Marketing Pro in our community who have that business that is on automation, who are posting a post that gets hundreds of engagements, if not thousands of engagements. People, they add them to your email. People just want to be on your emails and they want to work with you. There's people in our community, tons of examples. For example, Whit and Carrie, they're just amazing, and they've built a business where it's systemized and people want to work with them. I mean, 6-figure earners want to work with them. So if that's a place where you want to be, you're like, yeah, that's my goal, then I would recommend to follow them super closely and what they're doing online, right? If that's making sense, give me a 1 and hashtag Whit and Carrie, because they're amazing. All right. So you want to just model them. And model them super closely, because the person you choose to model, like if you align with them, like you like their beliefs, their characteristics, just the way they present themselves, and they have a business that you want, the more congruent and the more alike that you find yourself, the more excited you're going to be to take what they're doing, model it, and then make it your own, right? Just take a look at like their noticeable characteristics, and then you can create and make it your own. If this is making sense, yes, give me a 1. Sweet, awesome, making sense. Hi, MD, cool. And my next point that I have, number 2, is, all right, 1 is, am I doing it right? You can kind of evaluate where you're at. You're not recreating. Number 2, the complaint is, I'm not getting any results. So here is where we're going to specifically evaluate and kind of define what is a result. Like, what is a result to you? Like, so if you want to pitch Shine In, that's a question. Go ahead, leave a comment. Okay, if you're running your business, knowing that you are on the right track, like what makes you happy? What kind of result is the one that's going to be like, great, now I know I'm on my right track? For a lot of people, that's leads and sales. Yeah, leads and sales. And ultimately, yes, leads and sales, you can grow your business, grow your team, and money. Yeah, Erin, nice to see you on here. Aw, she's amazing. Results equals takes action. Yes, exactly. Right on. It's taking those actions. So here it's going back to Thomas Edison's quote. 10,000 ways of doing something before, we get the light. Somebody, I think it was like a reporter, that asked him, like, how did it feel failing 10,000 times? And he's like, I didn't fail 10,000 times. I just found 10,000 times of how not to make a light bulb. And same thing here. If you're online and you're putting up an ad or even just writing a post with some copy and crickets, give me a 2 if you posted a post or wrote an ad that flopped and you had crickets. Is it fail? Did you fail? No. You just learned something. You just learned that that's not a way to do it. That's something in there did not work because that wasn't attractive to your audience. If that's making sense, yes. And you know what? If somebody's on here that's watching, that's like killing it in their business, or you're getting traction in your business, do share how long it took you before you got to that point. Like, if you're doing lives and you're getting engagement, how many lives did you have to do to finally get some engagement? All right, if you can share that. Or you wrote an ad, how many times did you have to evaluate and tweak your ad before you got some kind of result from your ad? Was it your 5th live? Was it your 5th month of consistent lives? I know Brandy, I don't want to make it up, so maybe she can let you guys know, but I remember her saying that it was like 6 months plus of lives that she was doing consistently that nobody was on and there was no engagement. All right. So the complaint here was, I'm putting in the work, but I'm not getting the results. And result is action. Yeah, Terry said 3 days of lives and after 1 year. Yep, there you are. Because in just the way we have everything with our society, like everything is instant, right? You want a meal, you can literally get it in 3 minutes if you want, if you live in a city. But you know what I mean? Like, it's everything so instant. Anything you want, like Amazon, next day, sometimes even the same day. Like, we're getting more and more conditioned to getting instant results. Like, that's attractive. Like, the things that sell is like that instant diet, you know, like take this magic pill and lose 20 pounds and get abs. That's attractive. So we just have to kind of come back to our realistic frame of mind of, okay, I'm putting in the work, I'm taking actions, and the result might not be what I want it to be just yet, but evaluating like, okay, from 2 months ago, I did not know what a business manager was, and here I am. I've ran an ad, and I did some Facebook Lives that failed, but those are results. Like, you've done it. Does that make sense? Give me a high five. Woo woo. Jan is saying, I have been on for about 3 years and finally have found my purpose and being myself, and now my engagement is through the roof. Just be real and live your passion. Yeah, that's amazing, because that is exactly that. It's kind of like the point, Jen, you said it beautifully, but that's the point that I was making. If you're gonna model for somebody, do like find and model somebody that you find a lot of similarities with, so it'd be easier to start off with, because that's true. Then you just make it your own, you put your own spin on it. So as soon as you do find your passion, and it does take time, not to find your passion, to like find your spin on it. Sometimes it's gonna feel awkward and like, okay, I'm doing this, I don't know, am I doing it right? Nobody's on. But I just want you to know that you're not alone. You're not the only one that's doing that and that it's feeling that way. I mean, you just have proof right here in all these comments that the people who stayed consistent and just kept on doing it are starting to get some traction. Terry, need to give value, 100%. Yes. I kind of already mentioned this point, but at the end of the day, it comes down to consistency. Consistency, it comes down to taking that overwhelm by asking yourself, okay, what is that one thing? Like, I can just completed one thing today that would make a difference for my business, for my mind. What is the one thing I could take on? Jen is saying, I love this community. Yes, and you know what? I know we're all building our own communities for attraction marketing, but actually I gave this a little tip of advice to a student of mine yesterday, is if you're not finding that you are getting traction yet, and it feels frustrating and you just feel like you're hitting your head against the wall, what you can do is put it in your calendar, schedule like 30 minutes or 20 minutes each day that you can just be in this community and give value in this community. Because as you're learning and growing, there are people in this community who just started. So they're the kindergartner and you're the first grader or second grader. You can give value back here. There's questions you can answer. People are always asking things, you know, like even if you've been in it for a month, you're a month further than somebody who just came in, because there is a lot of information that you're starting to slowly learning. So being in the community and giving value back here is going to help you and shape you find that purpose to keep you going as you're building your own community. If that's making sense, give me like a high five emoji. Hey, Cameron, thanks for being on. Thanks for watching. Cool. All the love I'm getting. I really appreciate it. I was excited that I was able to get on with you guys, because for the first 5 minutes, it was kicking me off. Like, I was starting to be like, what's going on? But made it work. made it work online. Gotta love technology. Just let's quickly recap. When you're in that place where you're feeling like you're putting in the work but you're not getting any results and you're in frustration, you really just gotta be like, am I following the steps? Am I following the steps I need to be following? Thanks, Jen. Am I following the steps that I need to be following, or am I like recreating the wheel and shifting off of different directions? Get back on the roadmap and stick with it. Be coachable. Take the actions that is clearly written out to take. 2, what do we have? Results, just the belief and the mindset of like, I'm not getting results. Really? Like how much have you learned? How far have you got through? Little wins are also results. Just taking the actions is a result. Things you've learned that you've failed, that's a result, right? Now you know what not to do. And the third one is just to stay consistent. Yeah. Even if it's just a little bit by day, taking the one thing that would make the difference for your business, for your mindset, and do it. And that's it. Thanks, guys, for joining on Wednesday. Happy Wednesday. And thanks for being on for a daily dose of awesome. And if you are watching a replay, #replay, I will get back to your comments. And that's it. If you think somebody can benefit from this video, go ahead and share it. Better yet, if you're doing your own lives, take the content, use it, put it on live as yourself. All right, I'm done. Bye.